Hey everyone, today we have a product that might be a little bit weird. So, I went on the internet and I purchased this 6-pack of Nest Hamburger substitute basically. So, if we look on the outside of this big box, inside it we will find 6 cans. It says outside Hamburger TVP storage pack. Pretty interesting. I just had to pick it up. I've never seen this product before. We've done many Nest products before. I'll show you some of the others on my shelf at the end of the video. We've done a lot of their products over the years, and they actually hold up really good. So most of these Nest products are from the early 1970s. So this is basically 50 years old, and they're dry products. You mix them up with water, and usually they hold up pretty well because of them being a dry product. Sometimes they're dehydrated, still holds up pretty good. Like I did scrambled eggs over on my shelf right there. That, I think it still had nutritional value, but it kind of went rancid. So, we're going to open up this big box and I'll show you what we got inside. Inside, we are going to find 6 identical cans, just like this one right here. It says textured vegetable protein, hamburger flavored. So basically, that's saying it's basically fake meat, right? Like an Impossible Burger when we make this up, right? And on the back of it, it says hamburger flavor, ingredients, soy flour, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, natural flavorings, hydrolyzed vegetable protein. I probably didn't say that right. Spice extracts, essential oils, yeast extract, and caramel color. So, at least there's not that much in it. You know, it's still pretty simple. All right, everyone, I'm going to give you a nice up-close look at the packaging here. So, this is the outside of the box. Here's the underside of the box. It's in very good condition. The reason that these are usually in such good condition is because they were kept inside of some storage facility or some kind of bomb shelter. Just not being touched all these decades. In a nice sealed environment. So inside of here we have 6 of these identical cans, as you can see here. It comes with 1 lid. That's because if you're eating this stuff and going through it in an emergency, you should only have 1 of them open at a time, you know. Even if you use multiple, you're only going to have 1 left over. And this is so you can seal it up because it is a dry powder and it can go on a while longer. It doesn't say anything about how long it'll last once it's opened. But, you know, it's a dry product, and if you're using this, it's probably an emergency, and you use your best judgment. Look at how beautiful these cans really are. They're like a work of art. They're extremely pretty. It's got these nice, bright colors from the 70s. Fresh equivalent. So, up top, they all got a little bit of writing on them. The back of it here, this is how we're going to make it. Preparation. You're going to soak it. Oh, it's an abbreviation. Textured vegetable protein. That's what that meant. Just the abbreviation of it. In an equal amount of water. So we're going to use a measuring cup, you know. And then we'll drain whatever's left over. And we'll use it in place of ground meat. What do you guys think? Will I actually be able to, like, form it into a hamburger patty? Well, I'm going to try. If I'm able to make it into, like, a hamburger patty, I'm going to try making burgers with this. And I'm actually going to eat it. Do I have hamburger buns upstairs? I don't think so. I'm going to have to run to the store mid-video to do this, if it works out. So, that is what we're going to try doing today. So we're going to open this thing up now, and these cans are very beautiful. These will make a good display item. So, we'll just open them from the bottom so they look like they're still sealed. And that's awesome. We got a lot of these things. So maybe we can do other experiments with them in the future, other recipes if it comes out well. So, it being so old, I doubt it's going to taste the same, but it's a dry product, so, and we're going to cook it, so I think it'll be fairly safe, I guess, to give it a taste test once we're done with it. You see over here, if we zoom in onto this shelf over here, those are other Nest products we've tried over the years. I may have tried more than just those 3, I'm not sure. Macaroni and cheese and scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs is a powder, but it actually cooked up and it scrambled into the consistency of an egg. It actually worked, although it lost most of its flavor. That was all. All right, everyone, so we're going to pull out one of our can openers. We're going to use the 1970s Black & Decker to open it up. Go ahead and plug it in. There we go. All right. Someone in my comments said you can take it off really easily to clean it instead of the way I've been doing it. Is it going to be a lot of pressure? I don't think so because it's a dry product, probably not rotting. Here we go. Oh, this can opener's not having it today, is it? Is the wheel? No, it's moving. It's not seized up. There we go. And there was a little tiny bit of pressure, but not much. But once we got it, it opened up nice and smooth. That product doesn't look bad at all. It literally looks like freeze-dried hamburger. Check it out. Literally looks like freeze-dried hamburger. Or it kind of looks like maybe Cocoa Pebbles cereal or Bacon Bits. Let's give that a quick sniff. I think it's going to be okay. It smells like some kind of spice. It smells spicy, maybe like pepper flakes for some reason. But not necessarily bad. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring you guys up into the kitchen now. And we're going to grab some measuring cups and we'll complete the rest of the video up there. And if this actually turns into something, which I'm hoping it, where I can press it into like a hamburger patty, we're going to go outside and we're going to start up the little grill and try to get this thing into a hamburger. And that means if this turns into a patty, like actually holds together after all these years and forms a patty, I'm going to quickly run off to the store and get some buns to do this. All right, everyone, I'm upstairs now into the kitchen. This is something I was messing with last night. I'm just letting it kind of dry out. I got this at a tag sale not too long ago. It's an ice crusher manual. It's actually very satisfying to do this. Sometimes it gets jammed and you gotta back up, and it's awesome. Manual ice crusher. It's very heavy duty, metal. Thought it was nice. So I got that. So we got measuring cup here. What do you think? Might as well make it all, huh? Because we got 5 more cans of this stuff, and then I don't have to seal it away. So I think we'll make it all. Pour it on in. Shake it around, and that gave us 3 1/3 cup or so. So that's what we'll add for water. All right, everyone. So this looks to be like 3 1/3 cup, but it also says you can drain whatever out. So if you add a little too much, pour that in there. Now we got to get some water in there. All right, 3 1/3 cups. Mix it on in there. Pop the lights on in here. Today is actually like the very first day I don't actually have to use air conditioning. Today's high temperature is only going to be like 66. It's July 30th, 2023. First very dry day up here. Nice and pleasant. And the whole forecast is lower 70s. It's really nice after some hot weather. All right, so this, now that it's wet, it doesn't smell as pleasant. Let's give it a good sniff. It's not that bad, actually. When I'm really close, it's not that bad. It smells like very bland broth. So if this is made out of vegetables, I wonder what they put in it that is making it smell like meat. Now this is like the original Impossible Burger. Now, I got it mixed around all wet. It's going to keep absorbing, apparently. It tells me now to walk away for 15 minutes, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. It is exactly 2:30, which makes it extremely easy. I'll be back in 15 minutes. All right, everybody. It's been exactly 15 minutes now. Let's see how this consistency has turned out. Look at that. there's really nothing to drain. It's more moist at the bottom, but I think if I mix it a little bit and let it sit a little bit longer, it'll do well. Now, do I think it's gonna pack into a hamburger patty? I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to actually put my hands in here and give it a try. But in the meantime, I'm gonna let this sit for a lot longer, okay? So, where I live, it's pretty rural, so it's gonna take me at least 90 minutes to do a round trip to the grocery store. I'm gonna do it anyways because I want good burgers even after I try this experiment tonight. So that means basically I'm gonna let this sit here on the counter for the next hour and a half, and then I'll come back and maybe it'll have firmed a little bit, it'll have evaporated and just absolutely firmed up as much as it possibly can by then. Alright, so we are now off to the store. I can get some other things I needed to get while I'm in town. Alright everyone, I'm back from the store. Just got these buns. I think they'll be pretty good. They're like sugar coated, or it says butter coated, something like that. The last time I bought those buns, they were on discount shelf. That's why I gave them a try. Kind of tasted to me like a glazed donut. So this is what it looks like now, sitting well over an hour. Am I going to be able to mold it into anything? Let's see. I don't see a chance. Look at that. I don't see a chance of making this into a patty or anything. It says that this is a complete substitute, or you can mix it if you want. So, if I squeeze some of the juices out of it, I just don't see it staying together. But, is it possible to put this on a grill? I don't think it is, without making a mess. So what I might do is I might get like maybe try baking it to make it stay together. Not quite. Doesn't quite want to stay together. Gotta go over to the sink. Alright, so I was thinking, and maybe this could be our solution. I'm gonna take this cat bowl that I cleaned. It's already clean, that's why I was out here to dry. It's about a good shape, right? Let's try packing some into here. You know, packing it into like a patty. How thick is that? Yeah, we definitely want that to have some thickness to it. Just trying to pack it in here like a hamburger mold. And I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I think it might. Because it's got a lot of water, this is gonna freeze like a hockey puck. I'm gonna go put this in the freezer for like 2 hours, take it out, put this thing in warm enough water for just a couple seconds to knock it out, and we will put it straight onto the grill. What do you guys think? Is that gonna work? Let's put it in the freezer. Alright, we're gonna go and put this now into the refrigerator. Leave it in here for a bit. Alright, so I'm bored while I'm waiting about 2 hours for the stuff in the freezer. So I'm thinking, what do I have in the cabinet? Do I have any Sloppy Joe stuff? Because I think that would actually cover up any nasty taste from it being old. So here, I got some off-brand Sloppy Joe, and I got some name brand back here, so we're gonna use this right now. Alright, so here we go. Put a good amount of it in there. That looks like enough. Turn the burner on, wait for that to heat up. So I was planning on being gone for a while, and I always shut the appliances off. The stove wasn't even on. It took me like almost 5 minutes to figure it out. It wasn't turning on. Kind of looks like mushy brown rice. So this is making the room smell like I'm making soup. I mentioned that it smells just like broth, and it absolutely does. It makes the whole room smell like broth. There we go. Get it all out of there. Alright, so before I put the sloppy Joe sauce in there, I let this heat up and crisp up a teeny bit, almost 10 minutes. Because it's not actually meat, we don't actually have to, cook it thoroughly, I don't think. But now I'm going to let this probably go for quite a while on low to get rid of most of this moisture, let it firm up a little bit. It actually doesn't look half that bad at this point. And the sloppy Joe sauce, I think, is now going to permeate into everything and kind of cover up anything. So other than the texture, it might be unnoticeable what we're actually eating. I step over here every couple of minutes just to give it a quick mixing. All right, everybody. So this has been going now since I added the sauce about 15 minutes. I think we're good enough now. So I'm going to take my one bun right here, and we're going to get some of that on there. Let's see. Get a good amount of that onto the bun. That looks like it'll be pretty good. You can't really even tell that it's not real hamburger, can you? Not really. And now I don't have slices of cheese or anything, so I'm gonna put this on there. I know most people don't, but I kind of like putting a little bit of cheese at least into a sloppy Joe. Usually I'll use like grated cheese, but I don't have any on me now. Let's shut this thing down. So I don't see myself eating more of this, although I think it's gonna taste okay because I think that'll cover everything up. And we still got like 90 minutes before I think those things will be frozen enough. I'm going to cook one of them outside on my little charcoal grill. And I'm going to do one in here. I have an oven here, but I've actually never really turned it on. I hate heating the house up. So I've been using this little pizza oven for almost everything the past 3 years. Works awesome. All right, everyone. So how is this going to taste? We're gonna figure that out right now. I think I need a bottle opener. Yep, that's not a twist off. Ew, there's hamburger all over the floor. God, this thing is so dull. If somebody handed me this and didn't tell me it was this old, I think I'd believe them. I don't smell anything off. I really don't. It smells normal. I ate it. It tastes exactly the same, but it's the sloppy Joe stuff covering it up. And now that it's in a sloppy Joe form, the texture is not even off to me. I have no way of knowing that this is fake meat. I really don't. As far as this test, I give it a thumbs up. We're gonna try making burgers in just a little while. And now that moment everybody's been waiting for. All right, everyone, so we're gonna dispose of the leftovers with this. Now, you should never put hamburger meat down any drain because it's extremely greasy. But this isn't hamburger meat. This is right here is perfectly cold, and you see, it's still liquidy. It's not grease, any of it. It has like no grease in it. You know, this is one of the only products that was very old that I've ever opened that didn't stink extremely bad. It actually left the house with a pleasant smell to it. But why am I wasting it? It's because it's 50 years old. I'm not going to take the risk of literally eating it all. Well, the Sloppy Joe sauce I'm now realizing maybe I shouldn't be putting down here. But too late now. Here it goes. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. All gone. Now the septic bacteria gets to enjoy it too. Alright, everybody. It's been about 2.5 hours now. So right now I'm starting to preheat that oven. I'm going to put one of them in here, and I honestly think this is going to fail. I don't think it's going to ever hold together, even though they're frozen in here now. I don't think it will hold together because usually what helps cook a patty is the grease. So I don't think they're going to cook well at all in the first place. So we're going to get this out of here now. They've been in there for about 2.5 hours. Water's getting hot. Come on out. Water's really hot. It's really in there. Really in there. There we go. I think it's going to be like a soggy meatloaf, but I'm going to go put it in over here now. See what happens. Put it in there for quite a while. See what happens. And this I'm going to try cooking outside on the grill, but like I said, I don't think it's going to work well. Alright, everyone, so let's get this grill going. Stacking up the old coals. We'll add some new ones. Alright. Oil. Start it up. It should be ready to go in about 20 minutes or so. So let's go in the house and start trying to get them out of the molds. Alright, everyone, so it's time to start with this. Let's see. I have very low confidence. I think there's a probable chance once it heats up, it's just going to fall apart down in there and start burning. And this will be my actual dinner along with it. Very little confidence with that right there. Now, what do you guys think? If this, instead of using water, what if I use something like if I heated lard up so it was liquefied, mixed it with that, and let it sit out to solidify? Would it have been better to mold? Would it have been better to make patties? Because these patties are going to cook fast because of the grease boiling inside them. That is just water. So, I wonder if that would have been a way to do it. All right, everybody, it's been like 2 minutes. We're gonna put the cover on for now, and we will go ahead and see what it looks like in just a little bit. All right, everybody. It's been maybe 10 minutes, and it actually held its shape. But should we try to flip it yet? I don't know. The real hamburger patties are just about ready to flip. They'll be done soon. But what about this? It's probably defrosted, but can I touch it? It seems like freezing it may have helped it out. I guess we're gonna try flipping it very carefully. No. We'll keep it cooking though. Maybe the flavoring of this will go into that, and maybe we'll get something out of it. Let it go for like another 10-15 minutes. The other ones will be done in like 5, but I'll pull that off later. And maybe back in the house, this has been going for about 40 minutes. It's a little burnt on the edges, but I think inside it might be okay. We'll give this thing a try, definitely. Yeah, it's still pretty soft, so I think this is going to be more like a meatloaf. Too bad I don't have sauce or something to pour over it. Yeah, I think we can definitely get some bites out of that, even if the bottom burned a little bit. All right, we'll shut this off, let it start cooling down, and then we'll eat it. All right, everybody. I got to put a little bit of cheese on these, and then we will give them a try in just a little bit. We'll put the cover back on for just a couple minutes. All right, everyone, all melted. Time to get my burgers off of there, and then I will come back and eat that one. I want that one to have a little bit more time. I think it's actually starting to firm up, what is left of it at least. So, I'm gonna get to eating now. Actually haven't had anything all day except for the very old Sloppy Joe. That's about it. For anyone who asks why I usually don't use condiments, it's because if I actually like the food, I don't like to cover it up. But today I am actually going to put some honey mustard on it, which I do really like. Let's cover this thing back up for like a little bit longer, slow it down a little bit as far as cooking. All right, everyone, this has been in here for a while, so we got to give this burger a try now. It's actually starting to get dark out. This was an all-day project. Well, it held together a lot better than I thought it would. Look at that. At least we got something. Look at that. We have something to try. That's the whole goal. So we'll bring that in the house, and as far as this, I'm going to leave this thing open so it can just burn that off, and then I'll come out here in like an hour and just clean it up for next time. Because if I leave it like that, it's going to make my next meal on this thing taste like burnt toast probably. Because that's what it smells like. It smells like someone's burning toast. All that fake meat coming out of there. All right, so how's this going to come off of here? That was easy, but you know, I'm going to give it a shot. It doesn't look that bad, honestly. You see, it's still pretty flexible and stuff. It actually held its shape, and there's a lot of water vapor underneath that. So we'll give it a shot. We'll definitely give that a shot. Maybe this one I won't put cheese on. Maybe I won't put anything on it so I can actually get some good flavor out of it. But that is what we got out of this one. Look at it. What do you guys think? Doesn't look very good, but that thing looks very dry, especially after baking it. So here's a comparison. This one here looks a lot more realistic. I think it's because it's not dried out. It's still very wet, We can see the texture is not normal. The cheese makes it look a little bit more normal, I guess. So I just had dinner, and these I don't think are going to be covered up like the Sloppy Joe was. That's a good thing, because I'm just going to try to take one bite out of each of them. This one I think might be easy to eat. That one might be a little challenging, because I'm going to taste it full on. There's nothing holding back that nastiness on that one. At least this is not my only food that I'm going to be having tonight. I just had 3 burgers myself, and I had that Sloppy Joe actually was my lunch. And I got to admit, I took like half of it because it was so good. You couldn't even tell. But now I'm going to take a bite out of each of these, and we're going to see what happens, how they taste. All right, we're going to go with the one that I think is going to be good first. Doesn't smell horrible. It kind of smells like you ever buy beef patties from the Dollar Tree. You get 2 for $1. They're very bland and they taste bad. You got to cover it up with a lot of condiments. I honestly think this product tastes exactly like it would have in the 70s. I don't think it changed much. That's honestly enough to trick my brain. If I didn't know, I probably would think this is some sort of meat. That's honestly not bad at all. But it might be because it's a charcoal grill with other patties in there that it may have permeated in there the flavor, and the smoke kind of covers it up. So this, it passes. It's not bad at all. But what about this right here? This one's like a... just want to get a good bite out of it. Where it's soft in the middle and not the burnt edges I got. I got to admit, it's not bad. This doesn't really taste like meat. Still not bad. So, I think overall this video was a success. Trying to think of what to describe it as. I guess fake meat. Kind of tastes like grain. Like that whole grain pasta that's really strong. Maybe similar to whole wheat bread, maybe. What this is right here. Well, we are going to literally send these to the moon tonight. You guys will see what I mean in like an hour. Just wait for it to get a little bit dark. All right, everyone. After making the entire area smell like burnt toast for the past half an hour, now we're finally going to come over here and set up our little launch pad. So I brought a couple bricks out here. Just going to put on the base here to make sure this doesn't tip over or something. And now we got these fireworks here. The idea is we're going to put this down inside here with this sticking out. And we're going to put the burger on top of the tube. And when we light it and this thing goes off, this is going to hit the burger at such speeds that the burger is going to keep going after the firework goes off. That burger is going to be in space, that 50-year-old burger. It's going to be just gone. It's never going to come back down. It's going to get hit so hard with this shell as it comes out of the tube, we'll never see that burger again. All right, everyone, so I got these on so I don't have to be shaky with the camera while I awkwardly try to light this. I actually want to set this one off before the sun goes down because I want to be able to see how far this actually gets launched. So this right here is what they sell at the fireworks store. It's basically a big incense stick, but it doesn't smell like anything except smoke. It's unscented, and you use this when it's really windy because it can't be blown out like a match or a lighter, and you just simply tap it against the fuse and it immediately lights it up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this burger right here and we're gonna leave it right on top of here. That's not a lot of pressure, so that should have no problem coming out of there. And if it fails, our second attempt, we will push it slightly in there and then run very far, very quickly. All right, it's go time. Here we go with this. 1, 2, 3. Ah! The burger didn't even make it like 10 feet off the ground. Oh no! Oh! I thought that was the burger at first, but no, it's a piece of smoldering paper. This is one of the reasons you don't use them near the forest if it's been a dry year. It's been a very wet year here, so it's got nothing to catch. That's actually really satisfying how fast that's burning inwards. That'll be gone in like a minute. All right, so now this is gonna go down in here with the next firework. See? See how it just breaks up like that? It just breaks up so easily. We'll leave the bun down here so the birds and stuff can eat it. But, all right, that seems like enough. You see, we have filled the tube up. Don't want to put it too tight. We want this to get out so the tube doesn't explode. And we're gonna run now. Come on. Ah! I don't see it anywhere. I don't think that went far either, or... wait, things are falling. Maybe that burger actually went that far, since it was in the tube and not just sitting on top of it. Alright everyone, I hope today's video of this product was interesting. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Alright everybody, it's pretty dark out right now. We got the headlamp on and we're gonna do some fireworks now that it's just about dark. Wow, look at this. This thing is still burning after well over an hour. And now that it's just about dark, we're just gonna do a couple fireworks without the weird vintage fake meat experiments. I love that. You can literally hear that noise bounce off the nearby mountains.